And hello, welcome back to AI Week in Review. Today is October the 29th, and there's been a lot of news this week about vision, about GPT-4V, and other things relating to vision in generative AI. So let's dig in and take a look at that topic, shall we? So the first thing that I think we can say is that the classic case of vision, this new feature in GPT-4V, is this uploading of images. By the way, this is a great blog that we'll be just taking a few snippets from, and then we're going to move on to another part of vision that will be the focus today. But this is a great blog, and I recommend taking a look at it. You can see here blog.roboflow.com. and then GPT-4-Vision. I'm just going to take a few things off of this, but if you find this interesting, definitely scroll through this. So here you can see an example of NVIDIA Burger, GPU, VRAM. Why is that image funny? And ChatGPT comes back and says, it humorously exaggerates the size differences between. It's a pretty cogent reply, actually. So that's pretty good. Here's another example from the same, where is asking, what coin is that? And the answer comes back, well, that's the United States penny, featuring portrait. Okay, that's okay, pretty good. And here's another one where it says, where is this? This is a view of San Francisco, California. The prominent pyramid-shaped building is the Transamerica Pyramid, one of the city's most iconic landmarks. Good answer that. Here's another one from further down. What is that plant and how should I care for it? Care about it. Anyway, the plant is this thing that I don't know. It's called a peace lily. It needs light. Oh, it's a very good answer to this question. So you can see these are all examples of uploading an image and then asking about that image. Here's an interesting one where it has text as well. Zip wire runs between two posts 25 meters apart. It's a problem, right? It has the design of the zip wire and calculate the length of the zip wire. So then it has these four answers. So it asks ChatGPT to solve it, as it says here. And ChatGPT says, well, to solve for this, we have to use trigonometry, the cosine function, We can use this. Here's the function, given that. Here's the answer. So the answer should be 2.4 meters is the closest option given in the results. Not too bad. So this is an example, and it's really a core example of uploading an image and then asking for help in regard to that image from ChatGPT. More about that in future weeks, because I think this is a very interesting topic. But today, what I wanted to do is take a look at this fairly recent post from OpenAI, where they're talking about letting ChatGPT generate multiple image variants and then request all in real time. So here it's giving this. It's obviously got an image that keeps regenerating and showing how it's generating these images. Okay, perfect. It is another example. I'm working with a web designer for a new website to sell bicycle helmets. So this is classic. We see this in image generation. So then it generates 4 different websites just like that. And here my business partner and I are creating coffee shop logo. Okay, and then it's generating different results. So with that, let's take a look over at the website itself. Here it is, OpenAI. DALL-E 3 is now available in ChatGPT Plus and Enterprise. And the featured image here is this pretty interesting image of a spaceman sitting in a lounge chair formed out of clouds, which was obviously generated by ChatGPT. Verdad? And so further down, it's got a gallery of images also generated by this DALL-E 3. And, you can see a number of different visual styles based upon the prompts. This is the one that we saw as the featured image. Very interesting image here of an eye, and also incorporating a flower. This is a nice image here. Try to learn something new about everything. Based around a tree. Love this one. The Washington roost, fox strikes again. Great. Generated by generative AI. So different kinds of visual styles, different kinds of topics, all generated using prompts, right? So text prompts were put in and it generates an image. This is a very realistic photo. And we'll come back to this topic of realistic in just a moment. I like this one, need my charge, etc. So you can kind of go through this and get the idea. So now if we were to put into Google Chrome this question, which is better, DALL-E or, it will fill in Midjourney. I guess what you're going to ask is probably which is better, DALL-E or Midjourney. So, and you can see some of these, the Ultimate AI Showdown, Midjourney versus DALL-E, in this case DALL-E 2. And it's difficult to say, says this author, whether Midjourney or DALL-E 3 is better, as both are highly skilled models and have been hailed as the next big thing. They can both produce some impressive results. Midjourney can be accessed via Discord, and DALL-E is only available on the OpenAI website. Okay. And then you can see this opinion in PC Guide. The beginnings of this opinion, DALL-E excels in generating realistic images from text prompts, while Midjourney empowers users to enhance and transform the visuals through its intuitive interface. And that's another thing that we can dig into a little bit later on, perhaps on another session, but that's definitely something that we can see. But what we'll do right now is take a look at an image, yours truly, that I generated using Midjourney, and you can see here the image. So this prompt that I used was executive workshop of 7 prairie dogs with glasses around a conference table in an office setting. So let's take a look at that in Midjourney. Here it is. There's my prompt, executive workshop of 7 prairie dogs with glasses around a conference table in an office setting. That's all I wrote, and I got this image. Now, one of the things that you might notice right away is none of the prairie dogs are wearing glasses, but they're pretty nice little prairie dogs, and they are in an office setting, and they are around what seems to be a conference table, so that part is quite well done. Now, my journey on that was, I started off by asking for a workshop of prairie dogs. So actually, here are my 4 examples that I got. And this is executive workshop of 7 prairie dogs with glasses around a conference table. You can see which one I picked. I liked this image better. And this was the previous executive workshop of 7 prairie dogs with glasses around a conference table in an office setting. So as you can see, I got some dogs in this image. This is kind of on my journey. And prior to that, you can see I said executive workshop for prairie dogs with glasses. You can see why I had to add the around a conference table and office setting, because in this first prompt, executive workshop for prairie dogs with glasses, I did get the glasses, but it didn't look like an executive workshop, and it definitely wasn't in an office setting. So that's how this works a little bit. You have to kind of nudge it closer to what you're trying to get to. So that was my journey, and on Midjourney. And the interesting thing is, I don't have yet, I'm surely will get, but I don't have DALL-E. So my request to you, if you've enjoyed this and if you have access to DALL-E, would be to please put in this same prompt into DALL-E and send it over to me. And I would love to see that, and I'll feature that on an upcoming video. Executive workshop of 7 prairie dogs. The reason I wrote 7 is because, as you saw in the previous prompt, I was just getting 1 at a time. It was a workshop. How can you have a workshop of 1? So that's why I put in 7, and you can see I did actually get 7. And then I didn't get the glasses, but I was around a conference table. So if you put in this prompt into DALL-E, I would be very interested to see how that turns out. So anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this week's session, and talk to you soon. Bye for now.